Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Drawn to Games. As always, I'm Jonathan. I am the Drawn.
Hold on, my CPU just jumped to 100%.
Hey,
Never mind. Cancel.
guys, welcome to Drawn to Games. I'm Jonathan. I'm the Drawn.
And I'm the games, man.
What's your name? Who are you?
Man, I'm the games, man.
You don't have what happened
I'm
to you?
J Games.
J.
J Games, that's J Games. J Games. It's
Uh-huh.
French.
Yeah. How long have you been a gamer, J Games?
J Games. I don't even know. You know, it's interesting. I didn't play games when I was a kid. I remember when I started playing games. I think it was the original Xbox.
What did you do before you games existed?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
I watched Disney Channel a lot.
that part of your life is no
That
longer
was Disney
relevant.
Channel. What's wrong with Disney Channel? Lindsay McGuire?
Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, was it Lizzie? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
it's
stick up with my Disney Channel lore. Oh, hang on. We gotta cut that out because I forgot to put my notes back up.
ha ha ha
Dang it.
ha.
I was staring at this and I was like, oh, wait. I can't see anything.
Suddenly can't see.
Okay.
Okay, so today, just a heads up, we're doing things a little bit differently. After many a failed attempt to try and like do digital art at the same time while I was like recording with Jordan, um, apparently my computer cannot handle it at all. So I'm gonna try doing like a time lapse sort of digital artwork after we finish recording and then just put it over the finished recording. I know that sort of defeats like the gimmick of Drawn to Games that I draw while I'm doing the podcast, but I think that we're in the beginning stages of this podcast. This podcast is still a baby. It still has time to grow and make mistakes, and I think we should allow it. We should give it that freedom to be
Evolve.
messy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
I
I
know
think
what you're saying.
if this works out well, then it'd be great, and if not, then I guess I'm gonna go back to putting my iPhone on a box of cardboard and just doing top-down speed paints of
Now,
traditional art.
Jonathan, by the way, where is that? When does that amazing intro music come from?
Oh yeah, as always, our intro music is made by Pop Spirit,
That's
uh,
right.
and you can always listen to their music at popspirit.net or at their Bandcamp page.
Are they on Spotify? We
No,
probably should check that. Are they not?
no, I haven't seen them on Spotify. No.
No, they should be on Spotify.
Yeah, I know, right? They're so great.
Game I'm playing today, I'm going to be playing Dead Space 2, which will be apparent later on in the podcast why I'm playing Dead Space 2. It's a little early for horror games, but there's a reason for this.
Oh yeah, it's almost Halloween, isn't it?
That's right. I was going to have Jonathan watch, but apparently my CPU's not that good.
None
Then
of
again,
our,
I guess your
apparently
screen
none of our
sharing and all this
CPUs are
crap.
that good.
I don't know what's going on. I guess I could have lessened the CPU, but whatever. We're gonna run it how it is.
Yeah, this is we gotta make mistakes in order to succeed. We just gotta fail
That's right.
faster.
Fell faster than we can faster.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
You got any plans for Halloween?
Halloween plans? No, probably not. We probably should stream some horror games.
Yeah, like
I don't know. We need to think of something good though.
something good. Silent Hill's always a classic.
Yeah, you know, I feel like Silent Hill hasn't aged extremely well. I like two a lot though. Two's really good.
Oh yes, of course. It is a part of the pantheon of horror games.
That's right. And of course, if we do end up streaming, you can always check us out at It's Not a Lake Twitch channel.
Yeah, that's Jordan's Twitch channel.
That's right. I don't think you have a Twitch channel, do you?
Well, I have a Twitch page, but I have not streamed anything yet.
Now you should stream some art stuff. That's a popular thing on Twitch now.
I mean, I'd love to, but for the way things have been going lately, I don't know if I'll be able to stream anything unless I like beef it up my computer.
Yeah, it's true. I guess you were probably really wouldn't be able to stream.
Yeah, well, I'm actually making a Halloween costume.
Oh yeah, what are you making?
It's a secret, but it involves a lot of paper mache.
Paper mache, you say?
Yeah, I'll probably post about it when it's done, but if you know me super well, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's not surprising.
Well, you are a night guy, so that's not too surprising to me.
I'm a what?
Art guy?
I'm an art guy. I thought you said I was a night guy. I was like, is that some kind of
That too.
Homestar Runner reference?
Homestar Runner. What is that, an anime?
You've never heard? That's a discussion for
No, I haven't.
That is a discussion for another day. What have you been up to? It's been a while since we last recorded because life has been crazy.
That's right. I've been, I went on a trip to Colorado. Smoked me some, marijuana.
Mary Jane,
No,
marriagement, the ganja, the good kush.
Oh, yeah. The good kush. I've never heard that before.
Never.
What, you can fly around in this game? I was playing 3 and I didn't realize. I was like, oh, this is new. I don't remember anything, guys.
There's no.
Don't ask me.
You fly in space. That's how you get around.
You fly in space, yes. We can't fly in space yet. I don't think we've had the technology for that.
But you got
And not in person.
You got to get away from the video games and just enjoy the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, I still could watch YouTube, so I kind of got away, but not really.
I see.
there was no break from computers.
No.
On my tablet, at least. I got enough for a break. Get some mountains in my layer. I don't know. I'm getting myself confused, I think.
You played the greatest video game of all. Then that is.
What's that? Real life?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Real life.
And
You're right.
You played a multiplayer session game with your family and on a community server.
And all sorts of people. It was nice. Get away from work and everything.
Yeah, because you hate work.
I don't enjoy work. Whatever, you don't enjoy work either. Don't complain to me.
Yeah, I know, but it has its fun times. I've been working really hard lately because
Good.
We are short-staffed.
Oh, yeah?
That is the only reason why.
We're always short-staffed where I work.
Yeah.
It's a rough world, but, what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. Something else. I've been doing a lot of cooking lately. I've been trying some new recipes. Chicken adobo, which is a Filipino dish that's really good. And all I have to do is slow roast chicken for an hour, and it turns out really great. So I hardly have to do anything, which is all the better for me. Been making some Thai curry and potato croquettes. I even baked a pie, which I normally don't do. So I've just been branching out all over. I'm becoming a culinary master.
Well, good. It's always nice to learn something.
I'm gonna be the cooking mama.
What?
Dude,
what did you just say?
Cooking mama. The
I thought you said I'm gonna cook your mama.
Oh,
I misheard you. I was like, what?
No, I'd never cook your mother. She is a nice lady.
Your mama. She's a nice lady. Thank you.
But I would eat you up in a second. Don't get me wrong.
All right. Well, anyways, moving on. I don't know what's going on here.
Something else.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about going to college.
Oh yeah.
For radiology is kind of the plan right now.
Didn't you already just said you wanted to be a radiologist earlier?
I may have before, but I think we're gonna officially do it coming up. So.
Wow, I'm super jazzed about that. I hope you.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, I hope you get success.
Way better than what I'm doing now, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. We'll see what happens though. Anyways, what were you saying?
What was I saying? I was gonna say. I've also been downloading a lot of apps, just cause I don't know. I've felt like I've been in a drought of games. I only have a 3DS, and that only gets me so far, and I don't have a controller for my PC games.
I can give you one. You want me to bring you one? Want to come
Yes,
down?
yes, that would be great. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah, I'll bring you one.
Yeah,
I got a million of them.
yeah. I just been like, maybe like I should like just go for it and just buy my own. But like,
Oh,
I
I gotcha.
oh, thanks, Jordan. Yeah, because I've been thinking about like getting into fighting games, especially with Smash coming out. And with that new direct that happened like today. Sorry to date this podcast, but I saw the new Nintendo Direct while I was at work because um, just just because it was when it was happening, and we should definitely talk about that later once we get to the news section. But yeah,
Sure.
I've been thinking about like getting into Rivals of Aether or like Street Fighter, especially since some of them are like
Really?
so cheap on PC these or like on Steam these days.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm actually in like a fighting game server, uh, which one of my friends runs, and I have not played anyone in it, but I want to get into it because I love being a tryhard at fighting games.
Try hard.
Yeah, I
Are you
learned.
good? Are you any good against your brother? He's pretty good at games, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty.
Games, just general.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm a pretty close equal to him.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah.
I don't play a lot of Smash or fighting games. I'm much of a fighting games guy.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty. It gets pretty bad. Like I memorize combos. I like I know the forward quarter circle dragon kick maneuvers. I'd really want like a fight stick if I wanted to get really into it, but I don't think. I don't like carrying heavy things around, so I don't know if I would want to invest in that. But I'm never gonna get to Evo if I don't have a fight stick.
Evo.
How am I supposed to beat Sonic Fox if I don't have a fight stick?
What is he professional at? Street Fighter Five?
He's a professional at everything, you know, like Dragon Ball Z, Street Fighter, Skullgirls, you name it. He's like the fighting game king right now.
Huh.
You never heard of Sonic Fox?
Like I said, I don't really pay attention to the fighting games.
Oh my gosh, it's such an interesting world. Well, anyway, he's a furry, and he wore his like fursuit like to competitions, and he like plays in
Oh.
them with like he's trying to get like I think he's trying to get like gloves where he can actually play with them. And I don't know, it's really funny kind of to seeing like those kinds of performance because it really is a spectator sport. But I'm tired of being a spectator. I want to get in on the action.
Well, you ain't gonna get any better with me. I ain't no
Oh,
fighting guy, real. I like my horror games.
you solitary experiences. Don't you love the thrill of
I am
competition?
a single player guy, very much. I don't play many multiplayer games. I've been playing a lot of co-op games though, but that's because I found someone to actually play co-op games with.
Oh, you made a
So that helps.
friend?
A friend. A friend, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think? You're a friend guy or something?
No, no, Johnny.
No, nothing.
I didn't mean to upset you, sir.
Sir. You say you don't know what you've gotten yourself into.
What else? Oh yeah, I also downloaded.
Else.
Since I hate Amazon so much, I downloaded these apps called Libyan Overdrive, which I can actually check ebooks out from my local library. So I so if there's like a so there's like a book so there's books that I want to read but I can't readily get them like if I would have to order them on Amazon, I can just
Well, Jonathan, do you know you can order books on genericwebsite.com?
what's
We forgot to
genericwebsite.com?
bring our sponsor today. You know, genericwebsite.com sells every generic thing, generic books, generic food, generic headphones. It's a very
Well, I
generic
was gonna
place.
wait until our intermission because that's usually when podcasts
Eh.
use.
I'm so excited about our sponsorship, Jonathan. You don't understand. I'm so excited. I have to mention generic. That's where I got generic soda. That was amazing.
Oh, so they're the
Delicious.
supplier, huh?
Oh, supplier of everything you need. You need
What?
to apply.
Yeah, you can actually get 20% off your first
That's
order.
right.
Yeah, if you go to generic website url.com/drawn and
Slash generic drawn.
yeah, generic drawing.
Well, slash generic DTG.
Yeah, slash g
Slash. I don't think it's slash. I think it's just hash. Oh no, it's a hashtag, is it? It's a
hashtag
coupon code, I think.
hashtag XYZ.
Hashtag XYZ. XYZ doesn't make any sense.
Maybe to you.
Maybe to me.
So just go on over to generic website.
genericwebsite.com.
Yeah, for all of
Get a
your
coupon
shopping
code.
needs.
That's right. You won't regret it. Winks at camera.
Oh yeah, so now I'm listening to this audiobook called Bear Town.
Bear Town. What's that about?
I don't know really. It's about a town that really loves hockey, and that's all that I've gleaned so far. And there's like shadowy forces underneath the town, and apparently someone gets shot.
Huh.
So it sounds
dark.
fun.
Yeah, well. You try getting shot and see if it's any fun. Oh boy, I got cats meowing in the background.
Oh no, people love cats. This is good podcast material. Good podcast material.
Oh, we better move on to our next topic.
Yeah, so it's been a while, so we do have a lot of news to catch up with. So we're gonna try and get through this in a timely fashion. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, timely fashion, not timely fashion. What else? What's the difference?
Okay.
Well, we already kind of went to the Smash Direct a little bit.
Yeah, so this was the Smash Direct from September. This is September 13th. But I did want to talk briefly about, like, the other Smash Direct. Wait, I mean just the regular Nintendo Direct. Then this was a regular Nintendo Direct. And then last month was a Smash Direct.
Smash Direct?
Yeah, it was a Direct.
I figured that all their stuff would be Smash Directs.
Well, I mean, I'm sure most of them will have it in there somewhere. But last Smash Direct, they announced, Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, Chrom, Dark Samus, King K. Rool, which was a surprise for many. Oh yeah, and I guess no. They announced Ridley in the last one. They showed off the gameplay and menus, and they showed off the Switch's capability as an MP3 player.
Yeah, they have a bunch of music in the new one. What was it, 800 or something?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
They didn't show Shadow the Hedgehog yet, but he is going to be in Smash. There is no doubt about it. See, even your cat agrees that.
Yeah, well, it's going crazy.
Oh, but bummer. So it's like this is gonna be like a bummer news, and then like it's a good news and bummer news sandwich. So the good news was the Smash Direct. That was pretty cool. And then the bummer news is that Nintendo shut down EMUParadise, which, as we all know, what?
So I downloaded some stuff from that when I actually want to do it something.
Ah, yeah.
Emulations.
Careful, Jordan. The feds might be listening.
Is that how it works? Well, you think they would have shut it down a long time ago if they were that worried about it.
Oh yeah, everyone's worried about it. You're just straggling the line between making games accessible for people and just like.
Well, it's too late now, anyways. They shut it down.
Yeah, and they shut it down during like the Nintendo Direct, which I guess everyone was not distracted with, but just like occupied with. Well, they were like
just find out about it now.
Well, no, they probably knew about it, but it's only now that they took legal action against it now, since they're like reeling in, or they're putting in new virtual console or like older games into the Switch's lineup. But the virtual console lineup right now doesn't look very good.
This is getting worse and worse.
I don't know. It's not getting worse. It's just kind of there. Like, from the news that Nintendo has put out, there has been Uh, um,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
the outrage. Um, from what they put out, they give you a couple of games. Like I think it was 20 titles that you can play once you sign up for their online service, and pay for it. It's like tennis, and then like some older. I don't know why I just remember tennis, but that's just it just stuck out to me as like being an odd choice. And like they haven't made any news about other virtual console games not on the NES. Like they didn't mention any like Game Boy Advanced games or GameCube games or like old Wii games. Like the virtual library is just kind of a mess right now. Everyone knows it, and that's why, people liked Emu Paradise. Emu Paradise as what as like I want to call it. And I personally never downloaded anything from there myself, but I know people who have, like you. And
Aha.
um I don't know, it makes me think about like game archiving, as and how our current system of game archiving is just it's not super sustainable because that have you ever heard of that game, the Scott Pilgrim game that was like on the PS4?
I have heard of that. Yes.
Yeah,
It's been a
well, you
while.
can't even play it anymore because of how like the store is managed and like how the data was like saved onto it. And it was such a good game.
I mean, it looked like it was pretty good. I like the movie a lot. I have it on Blu-ray now.
Yeah, the game was more based on the comic books, which I have read. But and
Yeah.
yeah,
How'd
but
you like? Did you ever see the movie?
oh yeah, I did. It's a great movie.
It's good. I don't know. They adapted it pretty well. They did the stories at least with the comic book style, which was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, yeah, I just think about like maybe 50 years in the future, like I don't know, some disaster will happen and we won't have access to the internet for a while, and then maybe we might lose like games, things people have worked on will just be poof, like up
Poof,
in
huh?
smoke. And like they're gonna have to start teaching game history, or like I don't know, a survey of game history 1 and 2 in colleges, in game colleges, because there's not a like I don't know, the how people like sort of reincorporate themes or motifs from older games into newer games just doesn't seem very elegant in some ways, especially like I don't know, people don't seem to recognize that games history is kind of like art history, or like they don't use the lens of art history in order to examine games, even though games are art.
Well, some people don't feel that way. There's not much, I guess, to change their opinion.
Yeah, aren't you scared like maybe one day you won't be able to play your favorite game again because technology changed too much?
I mean, I don't know if that'll really ever happen.
Don't you have a
I feel like games will
game
always be
that's like
available.
super old and like not readily available anymore? And if you lost that copy, you wouldn't be
Uh,
able to play it for a while.
well, a lot of my stuff's on Steam, and the good thing about Steam is whenever they remove a game, it stays on your Steam store. Like I had the Ghostbusters, which is a really old game, but you can still play it.
Like for the Wii?
No, for the 360.
Oh, for the Wii and 360?
Just for PC.
Oh, okay.
And on
Maybe
Steam,
I'm
it stays on there. They removed it a while ago.
thinking about a different Ghostbusters.
Yeah, well, it was on Wii and 360 and PS3, but the Wii version was way different than those versions.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. I lied, actually. I said I'd never downloaded, like, things from EMU Paradise, but I have emulated games before.
Oh, looks like we have a liar in our
I'm
midst.
sorry, it just slipped my
Good
mind.
job,
Until
Jonathan.
now. But it wasn't any, like, actual games. They were mainly just ROM hacks of Pokemon.
That still counts.
Yeah, I
You're still a
guess.
liar.
But it's like using original assets and stuff.
Don't fight your way through this.
Okay, yeah. I
You've proved yourself wrong.
I deserve this. I deserve this.
Anyways, I guess it doesn't matter now. I wonder why they decided to pull it down now. It's so weird. Kind of delayed.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo be like that sometimes.
And Nintendo can be fairly stingy sometimes. It's too bad.
Oh, I hate how they release their old games, and every old game is so expensive. And the games from Sony or from Microsoft are like, oh hey, this game is like a year old, so now it's like $10, and you also get the DLC.
I'm not. I don't pay a lot into the virtual store. I didn't play a lot of Wii U and even the Switch. I don't play a lot of really. I'm not a big Nintendo guy, but I'm also pretty stingy about what games I play, what games I buy. I'm being a lot more budget. I need to be a lot more budget oriented right now. So I'm really picky. I mean, the one game I'm gonna play next month is probably Red Dead.
But what
and
about
this month? I'm waiting to get some money. I'm gonna get Shadow of the Tomb Raider because I played the other games, and then eventually I'll play Spider-Man.
Oh, so you're just going from the next to the next to the next, huh?
Well, I'm just one game a month. Kind of. That's kind of what I'm doing.
Oh, I see. I see.
I mean, I don't. Do you know how stingy I am with games? I think.
I never really examined your game collecting habits.
I can be kind of pretty stingy.
I don't know. I don't know. When there were times when we hung out and we just went onto the Xbox Live store, and then
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then we just picked random games to play, and some of them
we got
cost
some good
money.
ones.
Some of them cost money though, and they were not worth money.
No, but that RPG one was pretty fun. The one where you fight a horde.
Oh yeah, Save the Princess.
That was really good. That was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Me and my brother got that on the 3DS, and that was real good.
I think the Xbox version was a little better.
Yeah.
The 3DS version wasn't bad. We all played it a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the 360 version was a little bit better. I mean, that's just 'cause I'm a 360 fanboy.
Yeah. I think the concept was just so fresh, and then they added some things, and the hardware limitations just kind of, I don't know, just made it a little damp, but it was still a fun experience. I don't know. I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to think about what were some of the worst games that we played on there, but they have just left my mind.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done something like that.
I remember the Doritos ropes challenge, or the
you don't like that?
I mean, I did like that. What else? Mousetrap.
Which one was that one?
It's I don't know, all of the Xbox avatars looked like mice, and it's the actual board game Mousetrap, but no, that wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Or Uno Blitz.
Uno Blitz. You gotta love Uno, huh?
Oh,
Uno's the best.
No, there are better card games.
Yeah, Uno's not very good. Oh, goodness. I was thinking for episode 5, we might make that a personalized episode since we'll be together, get a webcam out, and just talk about what we've been through high school and stuff like that.
Oh, man, personal episode.
That way we'll always have that for future episodes so people can go back and know about us.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Oh, yeah, surprise, Jordan is coming to visit next week.
Well, we kind of just already talked about that.
Did we?
I said something about it, but yeah, that's what I was saying. So for episode 5, I figured that might be a good idea. It might be fun.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
If you're up for it. And I don't know how much you're kind of more. I'm more open about personal stuff. You're kind of a little more picky.
Yeah, I don't want people finding me online. Or no,
finding
me in real life.
It'll be me talking about my personal life and Jonathan being quiet the whole time.
Yeah, you can spill your guts out. I will keep mine right where they belong. Thank you very much.
Too unpersonal.
Yeah. I am a steel cage.
I'm not a steel cage. I really don't care.
Spill my guts beneath the outdoor light.
We talk about high school at least, though. You're pretty open about that, right?
Yeah, I can talk about high school.
I mean, we won't mention names or anything.
High
Not that anyone's gonna watch it
Yeah.
from the past.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, hey, talked about me. Anyways,
Oh yeah, something else I'm excited about. Shovel Knight Showdown is coming out. It's
I need
and
to play. Here's the thing about Shovel Knight. I like Metroidvanias, but
uh-huh.
I'm not a big fan of the harder games, like the older games. That's kind of what that is.
Uh
So I just couldn't get into it.
I mean, there's a fair degree of challenge to it, but the learning curve isn't super
Yeah.
bad.
Well, I bought Mario. I don't know why I bought it, but I bought I think it's Metroid. No, not Metroid. Mega Man. I bought that series, and I tried to play through one. I didn't like it.
Like the
I
first
mean,
Mega
I've played
Man.
Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, and I like those a lot. But those, I don't know.
Well,
I just couldn't get
they
into it.
probably had limited mechanics that didn't feel good.
Yeah, I mean, they're not bad games. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't know. It's just for me, it's not my kind of game.
You know,
Basically,
different
not a bad
games
game.
like games back then had a different hand feel.
Yeah,
Why is nobody talking about the hand feel?
hand feel. What do you mean?
You know, how it feels, how your hands feel whenever you're
How it
playing
feels
the
to choose
game.
five gum?
No, we're not sponsored by that.
Oh, well, see, the thing is, you don't want five gum. You want generic brand gum. Oh yeah,
Oh,
from our
yeah.
generic brand website or generic website. Sorry,
It comes in five great
sponsored by.
flavors.
Oh,
Normie,
generic blue, generic yellow.
Normie Nougat.
Whew, they're really good. Normally nougat for gum.
Well, yeah, because it's so sweet.
Nougat gum. I've never heard of that before.
Well, now you
I don't know if
have,
I,
thanks to
I don't know if I'll be
generic
good.
brand, generic store. What?
You know what? Everything on generic store is delicious. Get it all.
Yeah, it's all manufactured in sweatshops all over the world, so you get a
Oh gosh,
taste
I don't know
of.
if we should be, advertising that.
Oh
I'm sure generic website wouldn't be oriented with generic sweatshop.
no, I mean it's just a normal part of life. Someone's got to be on the bottom, you know.
It's
That's how it works.
the bottom of life.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you, a rich parasite?
No, I'm just saying that only vast amounts of wealth can only be made by having people on the bottom to work it
Yeah,
out.
I guess you're
And
right.
yeah, and then wealth is in unequally distributed. So that's why we have homeless people.
I guess it's true.
Uh
But homeless people always exist.
oh yeah, so yeah, the Shovel Knight Showdowns, that's going to be a fighting game. I'm excited for that.
Really?
It's more like a competitive battle game with your friends. And then the King of Cards storyline is also going to be coming out. That's the King Knight DLC. And you know, I really applaud how Yacht Club games have just been doing DLC, because like they reached the Kickstarter goal, and then they said, yeah, we're gonna do like extra DLC for like characters, and they have followed through on that promise. And like we've got Plague of Shadows, and then also the Spectre of Torment, and then also like a body swap mode. And it's made the lifespan of Shovel Knight just so much longer and like a lot more palatable. Because most
Have you
like
played through all of the Shadow Knight games?
I
The
have.
Shovel Knight games?
Yes, I have. I'm
What do you
actually
think of them?
they're.
Just give us your general thoughts.
I think they're like super polished. You can definitely tell there's a lot of love in these games. It's challenging. I never get like bored during the main quest. I just always want to keep going. Uh, Art looks great. Soundtrack by Jake Kaufman is just it's super good. And I care about all of the characters, even though the story is pretty minimalist, not minimalistic, but like pretty bare bones here and there. Um, and I want them to make more games. I love Shovel Knight as a character. He's just been appearing in so many cameos lately. Just Yacht Club just wants to put him everywhere, and he got a cameo in Smash as an assist trophy, and that's a big deal for like indie developers. It's a big
I
deal.
kind of wish it's kind of sucks they didn't make a main character.
I
That would have
mean,
been pretty
that
cool.
would have been great, but I'm glad at least they like gave him recognition, because Shovel Knight
Yep.
has made people like a bit more friendly for the Nintendo systems, especially the because that I played all of the games on the 3DS, it was good. I haven't played it on the Switch or like the computer at all, or any other system. Yeah, but he's been in Rivals of Aether too, and he's been in like a Japanese fighting game whose name escapes me right now. Um, Something about blades or swords, and then he's also in Indivisible, which is the game coming out from Lab Zero. And then he was also in somewhere else, Guacamole, and maybe I got that wrong.
I don't know. He's in everything, I guess.
Yeah, he's such a iconic character, and he started from such humble beginnings. I want him and Fight Night to like fight, or like they just like have tea together. Fight Night is also a indie game that's coming out soon. Except for Shovel, he like uses his fists to like punch enemies.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't realize you were so into fighting games.
Yeah, I desire
now I
fights.
know.
I love fights. Fight me.
Dang, violent human being over here.
Yeah, I know, right?
You never realized how violent Jonathan was until today. Now we know.
Yeah, I may look like a normie on the outside, but inside I am a tiger.
He's dark and cruel and unusual.
But I also love snuggles.
Snowshoes?
I said snuggles. You know, like a cat.
Snuggles. Ah, I'm not much of a cat person.
And yet you own a cat.
My sister owned cats. I was gonna say my cats own cats.
Oh.
Dark.
My cats own cats.
Cats own cats.
That sounds like a great
They would like to own
musical.
their own cats. Cats are terrible people. If they could be villains, they would be villains.
No.
You know it.
No.
Yes.
No. There are good cats.
They would take over the world in an instant if they could.
No, there are.
You know it.
No, I don't know
They're
it.
evil.
I've never owned a cat. I can't say. I just know.
When I live on my own, I'm only gonna own a small dog. That's my goal. One small dog. Easy to take care of, easy to feed. Food is expensive. We have 3 dogs that live at this house. Or like 4, sorry, outside. It's so expensive to buy food constantly.
Yeah. To eat is to live.
So, I am gonna get a small dog.
The price
My
of
God.
life is a harsh one for those who want it. Equivalent exchange. Haven't you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist?
I haven't. I need to add it to my list, but there's no
Yeah.
easy way to watch it unless I had Crunchyroll.
I don't know. Wasn't it on Netflix?
I'm not sure if it still is. I saw something on here. But I haven't even sat through Attack on Titan's season 2.
Ew.
Is it not good?
Oh. Well, I have heard stories about it.
That's too bad. The first season was really good.
Oh yeah, and the manga just goes places that is not good. Yeah, the first season was a kind of a roller coaster. But yeah, the pacing, the plot twists that happen, not good in my opinion.
Like, the best anime I've ever watched is, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Are you watching the newest season?
No. I haven't watched after GX. That's as far as I've gone.
I thought you loved anime. I thought you loved Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, I can only go so far with my enjoyment.
Oh, I see.
I mean, the one doesn't. I don't know. I've heard the 5D is really good.
Yeah, it's got a very dramatic storyline. It's very different.
But
Card games on motorcycles.
oh man, I love Abridged. That's why I've sat through most of the time. Now at least I'll sit through them all. This newer episode's really good. I don't know. I do feel like the last episode before this newer one kind of fell apart.
What, you mean Little Karibo's episode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with a much more drama-focused plot, you kind of
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't know.
incorporate those things.
It just, I don't know. I just felt like the last one was good, but this last episode was really good.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, Darts is just such a weak villain to me, so he's not working
well,
with much.
it's a parody, so you kind of just write it however you want.
Yeah.
He's about done with it, but he's got a whole another season he can work with. So
Oh, yeah, maybe he'll just
I
make
I don't think he'll ever go anywhere beyond this. Once he's done with this, he'll probably be done with the Yu-Gi-Oh series. So,
end of an era. Well, hey,
pretty much. Still
Naruto,
have a while, though.
the original Naruto, the abridged series, is back apparently after
Oh yeah,
13 years, 8 years.
really?
Yeah,
Well, that's crazy.
they just suddenly released like episode 23 out of the
Huh.
blue, and
Well,
then they
isn't
opened
that
a
crazy?
Patreon, of course,
Of course. What do you mean, of course?
because that's the only way
Because
you can.
everyone has a Patreon.
It's the only way you can make a living on the internet.
Well, basically now, especially with YouTube being how it is.
Except it's funny because Patreon has like they moved financial offices, so whenever people try to make a payment, it's like they get an alert saying it might be fraud that they're actually paying. So a lot of people's charges are getting declined because
Huh.
PayPal thinks it's fraud.
Wow.
Yeah, so lots of people
What?
are not getting paid on time, so that's not
Oh, wow.
good. Thanks, Patreon. Not sponsored by Patreon. I mean, everyone. It's a weird situation. Everyone's trying their best. I understand that, but
Yeah.
could you do
Getting
it
paid on
better?
YouTube is just, or internet is just a mess, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's
I mean, it's a
anarchy.
good job, though. I mean, I would love to have a job like that, but
Is it really worth it though? Have you tasted fame? Have you tasted the sweet nectar of
there's a
virality?
good, there's a good minimum effect, probably, where
Mm.
you're popular enough, but not super popular. You know, like 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, but I like
Get that
having.
humble 30 views a video.
Yeah, I like having. I like having small groups of people in streams.
We get a pretty good amount of views. We get like 10 views a video, don't we?
Yeah, I feel
It's
like I
good, a
can
decent
talk
fan
to
base.
people, get to know them.
I mean, our fan base is mostly your brother, other people, your friends.
Yeah,
That's people.
yeah. And what are we talking about? I'm sorry.
I don't know. We were talking about Shovel Knight. We got into anime, and then
Yeah, sorry, folks. We're recording this sort of late at night, so this is a sleepy cast now. Oh
it's
wait,
not so
no.
bad. We're having a fun conversation.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sleepy cast is trademarked. It's that other podcast that.
Really?
What, you
I didn't
never
know.
heard of sleepy cast?
Everyone's got a freaking podcast title.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
swear.
it's how that's how ideas work. People come up with them and then they have them and then other people have the same ideas.
I guess it's true. Well, that's not what we're gonna name our podcast, the Sleepy Podcast.
Well, no, no, of course not. That
See,
doesn't
we have
roll
an
off
original idea.
the sleepy time. Don't you have things you were
D-
excited about,
d-
Jordan?
d- oh, well, that's right. Well, I don't know. I feel like we both should be excited about it.
Oh yeah.
There's a new Supermassive game come out. That's an anthology horror game. So I guess it's multiple games in a way. Well, it's gonna be episodic. Called The Dark Pictures, and the first episode's called Man of Medan. It's on like a boat, I guess. I don't think it's all on a boat, but basically they go on a boat and there's some water monster. I didn't watch too much of the trailer. I don't like to spoil games much, so I don't watch a lot of trailers. I'm pretty picky about watching trailers. Unless it's like a teaser trailer, then I might watch it.
Man of meeting, more like meeting that man.
All right. But hey, it looks interesting. It's from the people who made Until Dawn. I think well, Jonathan and I actually have an experience with Until Dawn.
Yeah, it sure is an experience.
We played with a couple of friends, so we really got into it. And it took us how long did it take us to beat it? Do you remember?
I don't know. It took at least like 2 weeks,
Oh.
like off and on.
Was it 2 weeks? I wasn't exactly sure, but we even had a friend who is on big on horror games play through it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun how video games bring people together.
Yeah, and that game, I think that game works a lot better with people. 'Cause
Yeah,
you can really like
it's like
that situation.
watching. It's like watching your fave episode of Game of Thrones with friends. Except you get to choose who lives and who dies.
Yeah, and we got lucky, and we actually saved everybody, which is pretty crazy.
Oh
We
yeah.
didn't know we were gonna do it.
Oh
Just
yeah.
kinda
I
ended up
certainly
somehow.
didn't think we were gonna do it.
Somehow did it. Very lucky. But yeah, that game was a lot of fun to do choices. And this
Yeah.
game, I guess it'll probably just be Jonathan and I doing it, but we'll stream it together and decide on choices and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Vote in the
So-
straw poll for
We might have
every
to get
single choice.
Oh god. Well, I don't think we'd have enough time. I guess we could pause every time. That'd be kind of annoying.
That's what we did though. We paused during every choice because it was a
Yeah, we
democracy.
did. And we had to debate. I'm so sad we didn't record that.
Yeah, me too.
That sucks. I really wish we had recorded that. That's one of my biggest regrets in my life.
Oh
It's not
wow.
recording episode of Until Dawn.
Oh
I still
my.
have a Rush of Blood though,
Oh
so we
yeah.
always have that ready for just in case we need YouTube content.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't have anything. Oh well, we're ready. We got
Um,
our.
I'm excited because it's about the sea, which is my least favorite place to be in a horror game because the
You'd
sea
be
is
really scared.
it's endless, the void, the unknown. Also,
So
you can die. The drowning is the worst way to die, hands down. Besides impaling, my worst fear is to be impaled.
yeah, you could bleed to death. That could be pretty bad. So
No,
you can
it's not
join
just
in, people.
it's not just bleeding to death. It's like having a thing like through like a part of your body and you can't get it off because it's too tall and like if you move your appendage or thing, you can't like and then when you remove it, like all the blood comes rushing out. So you just like have to sit there and just wait until someone gets you out, which is painful, or you can die from exposure.
Gosh, well, it just got dark all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry. It
Now
is
you're
a
good.
it is a dark fear. It is a deep fear. Ever since I heard like, I don't know. I don't know what actually caused it. I think I just heard it one day and I was like, "What's impaling?" And then I looked it up and then I was just horrified from the very moment I saw.
Ooh, you probably should not have looked up pictures of that.
Oh yeah. And then it happened in like it happened in media that I enjoyed. So like it happened in The
Gosh.
Walking Dead. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it does happen to a certain character, and it is very bad. Especially you can't solve impalement when you're in a zombie apocalypse. Then it also happened in Brooklyn Nine-Nine of all places, which is like where I go to escape the bad things. And so that was that was pretty
The
bad
world
too.
didn't treat you
But
that way.
it was played in a comedic tone, so it was okay, I guess. But yeah, I hope this new game doesn't involve impaling anything or anyone.
We'll find out. You'll have
Oh
two scares.
oh wait, I think someone actually got impaled in Until Dawn.
I don't remember. Nobody died though, so
Yeah, no, I watched some of the death scenes and I think definitely someone gets impaled by something.
I wouldn't be surprised. People die by a lot of ways in that game.
Life sucks and then you die.
See, that's why I was at the helm and played the game because I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean, only one of us really needed to play. It wasn't a game that we all like could pass the controller for any point.
Twitch plays Until Dawn.
Oh God,
What,
we
you
don't
don't
need that.
That'd be a great idea.
Twitch? We're not Twitch.
We are
We
all
are the
Twitch.
We are the name of the game. Oh goodness.
Are you
So
excited?
next up on our news list, I don't even know. Battlefield 5 is delayed till
Oh.
November.
Oh, that's when Smash. I mean, that's when Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is coming out. So I don't think I'll pay attention to that.
I don't know. I think either of us really care about Battlefield 5.
Why'd
It's
you
just
put it on the
interesting.
docket then?
Well, it's interesting because that's what put the controversies. The game has a lot of controversy around it,
Oh, do tell.
because the PRs are low and everybody's saying, it's because there's some people are saying that's because there's girls in the game and it's World War II not accurate.
This sounds bad.
I know. So there's a lot of. I'm not really gonna get too much into it because I don't really have much of opinions about that. I mean, I don't know why it really matters. And this game's not very historically accurate, anyways. But I mean, I can understand why people. But it's also EA, and EA has been screwing people over for a while.
Yeah. I want
What?
Spore back.
Spore.
I want Spore to be a good game.
I don't think EA is gonna bring that back. EA only cares about what they can make money off of. Is the problem.
So good.
They don't care. They don't make much money. That's why they get kicked off. The people who made Dead Space, the Dead Space games.
Dead Space.
The rest of all got kicked out.
The Dead Spacers.
They're gone.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, no Dead Space 4. But maybe it's for the best. Who knows what EA would have done with Dead Space 4.
Maybe there will be a spiritual successor that they will make called
I don't know. I think Rest of Games closed. I guess they could make their own company.
Deadest Space. And not like space like in space, but in Hmm.
I
It's
mean,
like,
we lost a chance of that, and then we lost a chance of No Silent
oh
Hills.
God.
It was very sad. All the
every
horror games are dying.
every time you bring that up, I just die a little inside.
I know, it's sad. You know, I feel like they eventually will make something that's like Silent Hills. I feel like it's gonna happen eventually because they really wanted to make it. So I mean, they could make their own horror game really, and it might be more interesting to having its own kind of ideas and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to be positive.
I want innovation. I want
Yeah,
creativity. I want to see things I've never seen before. I want originality. I demand it.
you demand. No, Konami got rid of Silent Hills because now they can put silent save slots for their whatever it was called.
Pachinko?
I forgot what it was called. The game.
I think it was
Lost my train of thought.
there was Pachinko, right?
No. Microtransactions in one of their new games.
Oh.
Oh crap! What is it? Metal Gear?
Oh yeah, huh.
Because now you have to pay for like a slave slot.
A slave slot.
Whatever. Something. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, I can't carry any more slaves. I need to let go of one of
Pay
my
$10,
slaves.
please. Pay $10, please.
No, it's like you get a slave that it smells bad. So like I don't want this slave anymore. He's detrimental to my health points. So it's like you had to pay to get rid of a slave. That doesn't sound right. Wait, no, that's what they did all the time when okay, never mind. Do you want to just move into like talking about what we played for the past month?
Oh goodness. Sure, why not?
Okay. Did, um yeah, so as I was talking about before, I've been downloading a lot of mobile apps. A lot of apps have been coming out recently. Uh it's a good place to be for the mobile gamers. So I'm gonna start with like the good ones first, and then I'm gonna like move into like the bad ones, just because I wanna segue sort of into like a sour taste in my mouth. I want like to eat the sweet before I like swallow the bitterness, you know?
If you say so.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I should do the bad games that I played first, and then I'll like end it on like some good games so that it sticks with people's heads more, so you can go play those.
Well, what's the bad game you played?
Okay, well I played a couple of them really. So first one was I played Pokemon Mobile Shuffle. That's not a recent game. A couple of these aren't super recent, but like I just downloaded them because I was bored and needed stimulation. So that was it was a basic match 3 puzzle game. I really want to play Puyo Puyo Tetris, which is also coincidentally a fighting game. But I just didn't want to. I didn't want to buy it at the moment, so I was like, I'll just play something free, and that'll be good. But like, it's one of those Candy Crush situations where, like, as you keep going, the terms to like finish the same just get ridiculously more hard, and difficult, increasingly difficult until the point where you have to actually pay to, or like you have to like link up your social media in order to progress. I got up to stage 102, and then I couldn't get past it, so I deleted it. Gameplay, sort of like you're up against a Pokemon, and you have to like beat it up by matching 3 or more of the same Pokemon heads in a row, and you get bonuses by having your own Pokemon, which have type advantages and disadvantages, yada yada. You know, basic Pokemon stuff. And it was not substantial at all. The art was cute, I can say, and the music was it was they actually had like their own theme for every stage or every level of the game, which was nice. So I appreciate that.
Candy Crush, did they have microtransactions and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yeah, so for like power ups.
I don't understand why Nintendo would do something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
So slow. Look at theirs.
I don't know. You would think their mobile game department would be like stronger, but they've only got like a couple of apps out. Most of them being Pokemon apps. So maybe I'll just make this into a sandwich. So like bad game, good game. Okay, so good game, Pokemon Quest. That's the Pokemon game that came out pretty recently. It's very passive. It's like an adventure game where you go you arrive on this island, Pokecube Island, and then you make stew, and then suddenly Pokemon want to be your friend. I guess you're a human explorer. There's no like avatar. You have a drone, so I can only assume that you operated with like opposable thumbs. And so then it's basically a story of colonialism. You just take the natives and then you turn them against each other, and you conquer new territories and you just explore more of the island. It's like you don't even control the Pokemon, you just control what moves they use and at what time. So it's like you can use certain moves. It's like each of them have a cooldown. You get new Pokemon every 22 hours. And like tickets to buy stuff, so you don't actually have to buy anything to progress. It is kind of grindy. But the leveling system is pretty slow. It's a pretty slow curve, but it's not meant to be played all in one sitting. It's just meant to be sort of like a very mini experience.
Pokemon Quest. Huh. Does that have microtransactions?
It does not have Oh well, it does have microtransactions. Yes, most of these mobile games will have microtransactions.
Well, does it make it grindy? I guess there's a difference. Because some of them make it bad and grindy.
Yeah, there are items that I've got that have made it less grindy. And so I really like the music is really great in this one, and the art style is really cute. I like seeing all of the Minecraftian Pokemon designs and how everything is cubed for no reason other than I guess just
Minecraftian.
Yeah, everyone's a cube. All of the Pokemon are cubes.
Oh. Huh.
Speaking of Minecraft, I downloaded Minecraft.
Again?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had played this like early years of college. I also played it with Jordan on his Xbox when we all hung out together.
We played quite a while at some point, but we kind of stopped playing after a while. That's like the last time I played it was with like, I haven't played it in a long time.
Oh yeah, I bought it on my own afterwards because it was just so dang fun.
Was it as fun without us?
No, I couldn't get on a server, and like I don't know, it was very scary. Minecraft is a very scary game.
It's not that scary.
Yeah, yeah, so I hadn't played it for like a couple of years until like a few weeks ago when I saw Alan Beckman's Animation versus Minecraft shorts. Have you seen those?
Alan Beckman.
Yeah, he's the guy who made Animator versus Animation.
Oh.
And so
I don't think I have.
I guess his interest for Minecraft sort of leaked into like his animations because now there's like a whole series of them of like stick figures just interacting with Minecraft on the desktop. It's really cute, really well animated. Go check those out. But basically, like, I just booted it up, and it was just like a lot of things had changed. Like, I did not know what andesite was, or andesite, or like any of the new minerals were. They also added granite, which was weird to me. But basically, here's the summary of what my Minecraft experience was for a weekend. I found a mine shaft. I killed 2 dogs. I organized an entire tunnel and a mine shaft. Like I put like doors. I didn't play on a hardcore mode. I just played on normal mode. But I put like doors where like dangerous passages were, just so that I could like go through. I could like compartmentalize like each tunnel of the cavern, so I could like conquer it more easily. And then I also like made a house in the cliff, and then I deleted it.
How come?
Well, I mean, I still kept the save file, but it was very addicting. Like I just like got into it. Like I only played for like a weekend, but that weekend at least like there was at least 9 hours of that game I dedicated during that weekend.
Wow.
It's
It
like,
is quite a while.
yeah, I sort of realized that I have a very obsessive gaming compulsion.
I
Uh,
think really.
yeah, I guess so. Just because I don't know, it feels like whenever I get a new game, I just like have to I just gotta like play until I like finish it, and like I can't stop thinking about anything else otherwise. So like if a game doesn't have like a concrete goal or end, then I'm just gonna be like sitting there like trying to like like I'm gonna spend any spare moment trying to finish it. It's like ugh, and then I just like get really upset. So yeah, I deleted it for now. I mean, I have more important things I need to be doing, like being productive. So I saved the world. Like the world is still intact. Just on my computer. So I just deleted the application. So
I think our worlds are still on the Xbox, but I don't even know where my 360 is.
oh yeah, I would like to play on a server. That sounds fun. But that costs money. Um
Alas.
okay, so that was sort of like a bad experience because I just binged Minecraft for an entire weekend, and already just those words saying those words don't sound good. Trying to go rapid fire because I did play a lot of games this month. Um
More
uh
than even I did, which is surprising.
oh well, I mean they were
Ah,
mobile games, so
then again, I just said I'm picky, so
okay.
isn't that surprising?
Next game is Bejeweled, the classic match 3. Um
I like the. I got bored.
oh
It must not
yeah.
have been like, too exciting.
Yeah, it wasn't terribly exciting. I'm more of a fan of the expansion pack Bejeweled Twist, where
Which one is Bejeweled? Is it just line up and then they go away?
yeah, they just line up and
Okay.
it's the match 3 games, but everything is a jewel, and you get a really uh big or well, it's like you get a really deep voiced man saying like good, great in a very sensual and sexy way whenever you do something good.
So is that your favorite part?
I mean, it's part of the experience, which I mean overall is very polished for like a mobile port of Bejeweled. Um,
Well, I mean, it's a pretty simple game. Just matching games shouldn't be too complicated.
I don't know. It always has like it always seems to like it has like this sort of algorithm I figured that leads to always the best combos because like you would think that the games like these the RNG plays a big part in it, but you're sort of like manipulating it like what's just given to you, and I think that's really cool. And the music, like I always loved Bejewel's music. Like they have such crazy atmospheric tunes, and I can fall asleep to it. But yeah, they did feature several game modes, like a butterfly mode, an ice mode, a lightning mode, um, which and a poker mode for some reason, which were all very interesting. But like, it can't hold my attention. So yeah, Bejeweled Twist is really the best game. I still have it on my phone for some reason. It's I guess I'll just play it when I go to the bathroom. So that was sort of like a medium experience. Okay, another bad game, Peggle Blast. So many of you might know about Peggle, and just like it's the casuals cake. You just aim a ball at a bunch of pegs, and you try
Oh
to get all
yeah,
of
I
the
was trying to
orange
remember what
ones.
that was.
Yeah,
That's
Peggle
Peggle is.
2. Yeah. Um, and it's just like a mobile version of Peggle, and like I really liked Peggle Knights, which I played on my PC. It's like an expansion pack to the original Peggle. I never played the original Peggle or Peggle 2, but I don't know, it was really fun. Just like it was calming, it was simple. There weren't many stakes. You just aimed a ball at some pegs and tried to get a high score, you know. Very simple mechanics, but like it's also got that Candy Crush. I don't know why I associate this with Candy Crush, just but like it's microtransactions, and like it just ramps up the difficulty curve like extremely. Like there's two goals to each stage. Like you have to get all of the orange pegs, but you also have to pass a certain score threshold. So there was this one time I was playing a stage, and like I still needed to get some orange pegs, so like I needed to use a power up. It was one of the free power ups. I did not spend money on this game. Uh, so with the free power up, I like was able to get all the orange pegs like on the last ball that I got, but I was not able to pass the stage because I didn't get the right score, so I still failed anyway. So I was like, oh, so this is how they get you to pay money. Yeah, and like as you through each stage, like even the normal stage, there's like a boss at each stage, and those are pretty difficult because you have to fight through several battles before getting to the boss, and if you lose any of those battles or through to the boss, then you have to start all over again and like fight 5 stages in a row, which is pretty annoying. um and like you can it's like unplayable at like level 6. You can't get past it without like paying some amount of money, or maybe you can, and I just wasn't patient enough. uh
Hmm.
and yeah, I deleted that one just because like it was fun at first, but then you got to level 6, and then everything just went downhill or went uphill, and I could not climb that hill.
Specifically that hill. Yeah, I've
um
never actually played Peggle before, any of the Peggles.
you ever played pachinko before?
Pachinko, I will never play Pachinko because of what happened. Just out of spite.
And it's yeah. Okay, what else? I gotta keep rolling.
I'm trying to bust through it.
Uh then I played Donut County. That is like the most recent game that I played. It's very good. It was like a 2 to 3 hour experience for me. Basically, and the visuals are really cute, and it's got a really charming cast of characters. And basically you're this raccoon, and you have this app that can make holes in the world, and whenever somebody orders a donut, you can like make a hole where they are, and then you just use like your finger to move the hole around, and then uh swallow stuff up in it, and as you swallow stuff up, it gets bigger. It's kind of like a Katamari Damacy style game where you have to swallow all of the things in an area and like get to a certain size to clear it. Like it was very linear. It didn't have like any complex mechanics than light puzzle solving. But it was very enjoyable. And sometimes games just got to be like that.
So you were big on mobile games recently.
Yes, it's the
You're a
month of
big phone guy. I'm not as much of a phone guy as you are.
month of mobile games. I love my phone. I love my phone.
That was kind of a weird reaction.
I was trying to be a robot.
Do you have an Android?
No, I have an iPhone.
So you can't do it. No, only if you own an Android.
iPhones are people too.
iPhones aren't people. iPhones are terrible.
Okay, and then the last.
I hate iPhones.
Okay, well they just announced a new one, so you got more things to hate. So better ramp it up.
No, that's not surprising. They always announce their iPhones.
Yeah, it's got a bigger screen this time.
Oh, how big are these screens gonna get? We're gonna be holding tablets in our hands soon.
Oh yeah, and then Steve Jobs will have successfully.
Poor Steve Jobs. This isn't what Steve Jobs wanted.
Yeah, no, it is. He wanted us to like to be disconnected from all of our loved ones because of the connections that he provided, the virtual connections that like technology has. Soon technology will alienate all of us from our loved ones.
Then the world will be over.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
we'll take over.
maybe it won't be over, but it will be the beginning of a ruined world.
And then the podcast will be only robots.
Yeah, it'll be auto-generated through Google searches, through popular Reddit pages, and then a text to voice translator will just say everything. And then the last game I played was Mini Metro. I still have that on my phone as well, and I'm still playing it. This is the most current game. It's basically where you take control of a subway station in a random part of the world, and you just build a better subway station. I like trains. I like public transit, so this was perfect for me. and I think it's got really simple mechanics, very minimalist. So like the stations are just shapes. You gotta get the passengers who are also shapes to the right stations, and there's a very serene quality to the sound design that makes you feel like you're just racing against the clock. What I really like about it is that you're always destined to fail. You can't, like, in the normal mode, you can't, like, let your stations go on forever. Like, eventually, overpopulation will just cause your station, one of your stations to close, and then you'll lose. So, I like the idea that this game is trying to say, like, even, like, progress will always lead to ruin somehow, or, like, technology can only advance so far before the needs of the people are not met.
And once the robot overlords take over, maybe they won't be so bad.
Yeah, I really like games that really tells like a story. It kind of like tells the story of a sub. The subway that you build sort of becomes personal. It's your subway, and like every move you make, there's like just calculations that come up with each new station that pops up. You get invested in it, and you like you a part of you becomes part of the subway in a way. I don't
What?
I don't know. I like
Oh, you
trains
trying to be
too much.
dramatic? Trains?
Yeah, they're great public transportations. I think we should have
I've
more
wanted to
of them.
travel on a train, but it's
You
expensive.
No, it's
I was
not.
surprised. I looked it up. It's pretty expensive, but maybe it's because it's like a vacation train.
Yeah, vacation train, but like public transit is like affordable.
I don't exactly have public transport trains here, unless I go a little bit farther. The big
Yeah.
town, the big cities do.
I want like transatlantic trains that could stretch from the East Coast to the West Coast. I want to take a train ride through the country. I want to take a
That'd probably be pretty
Shinkansen.
expensive.
I want a bullet train.
Bullet train.
Gosh
Don't they
darn
have
it.
them in Japan?
They have them in Japan, but I want them here in America, the
I
land
don't
of the
think we'll ever
free.
have anything like that.
Oh, because they hate public transport. This is Oil Town. They love cars. Nobody wants to give up their
Old
car.
town.
And people hate making things for other people. They hate making traveling accessible. If I become a politician, I'm going to make a new railway.
Is that your next plan?
Yes, my next plan.
You could be a politician.
Yeah, I'm going to design the railways based on what I played in Mini Metro, and then I'm just going to do it.
Just base it on a video game. You
Yup.
can't base your world on a video game. That's not how the world works.
It's worked before. I mean, it hasn't worked before, but it has happened before.
At least you admitted.
What did you play this month, Jordan?
What have I played? Well, the one thing I wrote down, which was Shadow Tomb Raider, I actually haven't played it yet. But I have played the original Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider. And those two are pretty good. I think they're both evolved from each other. I was playing the original Tomb Raider, but I kind of stopped playing it. I don't know. I couldn't get back into it. Once I play a game, I don't really want to replay it. I'm not a replaying kind of guy. So, I don't know. I didn't really want to replay it too much, but I'll get to Shadow once I can afford it, and I'll talk about it and give impressions and stuff.
Oh, okay. You played the first one, right?
I
But,
did.
like, how
I played
far
it a
did
while
you-
ago when it came out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how far did you get into it?
I beat it.
Oh.
I beaten Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider. I would say Rise is basically just better gameplay.
I thought Shadow of the Tomb Raider was the second game.
No, this is the third game. I don't know if it's the finale or not, but I will find out.
Laura
Probably in
Croft.
2 weeks. I'll probably play it towards the end of the month before I have to play Red Dead. Because I'll probably play that game a long time. It's funny, with the original Red Dead Redemption, I actually played multiplayer a lot. I was into multiplayer back then. Much more than I am now. I don't know. I've gotten out of it. I prefer on-couch multiplayer co-op if I'm going to play multiplayer.
Solitude.
Hey, that's not Solitude. Having people buy you? I can't do
Oh.
split screen stuff now.
I was referring to, like, yeah, they make.
All my single-player experiences.
I don't know why people think split screens are a bad idea. You think everyone's gonna buy a console? No, consoles are meant for sharing. That's
Yeah,
why they
split
have.
screen. Well,
That's there.
local co-op hasn't necessarily died. A lot of indie games do local co-op.
Yeah, I mean there are
Guac-
two controller ports for a reason, guys.
Guacamole 2, I think, did it recently.
Yeah.
Because the first one did it, so that's probably a pretty good game. But other than that, so I don't know where I don't know what I was thinking, but I put let's talk about gaming compulsion.
Oh yeah.
What does
Sorry.
compulsion mean?
Oh, that was
Oh,
me.
oh,
I already talked about it.
oh, you did? What did you say?
I talked about. I think I have obsessive gaming
Oh,
compulsion
cause
issues.
yeah, okay. Cause you feel like you just have to play a game over and over.
Yeah, and like
I
it's
gotcha.
like, I feel like I think that just comes from like an inadequacy with from like my own life, just because I don't know. I'm sort of just like paying the bills. I'm like just working towards sort of nothing. But with a video game, like I have a concrete goal. Like I was when I was playing Minecraft. I didn't mention this, but like I I had goals. I like set them. I like said, okay, I want to get this done by this time, and then I want to also get this done, and then I like wrote stuff down. I and like the world of Minecraft is just so malleable. It feels like anything is possible, really. Like you can just take the earth from underneath you and then move it somewhere else. And you can like make a house wherever you want. You can like go exploring. You don't have to worry about loans or debts or like a job. You just make your own way of life. And it's I don't know. That's it's why I was also really excited about Animal Crossing that's coming out in 2019.
Oh, they announced a new Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they announced it during the direct
Oh,
today, which
good.
I forgot to mention. Oops, but anyway, but it's
Wow.
okay
We
because
missed like 3 weeks of news, so there's probably a lot of stories we're missing, anyways.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is a catch-up date, so we'll just start fresh the next one.
Well, the next one is going to be more personal, so
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know. I guess we can talk about some new stuff since we're going to be there.
yeah.
But that's what I was wanting it to mostly be was about that. Anyways, getting out of that, Dying Light, I actually played through and beat it with the person I was playing co-op games with. I have someone now I can play co-op games with, so that'll be nice to be able to
Wait,
officially be able to start doing that.
oh
But
yeah, your friend.
I don't know. It was all right. The story's bland. I mean, I don't care anything about who the villain was. I don't remember what his motivation was or what his name is. You just don't care.
Oh, I
The
see.
main character is bland too. I don't know. The point of that game is mostly the gameplay. That's the appeal of Dying Light. It's not about the story. It's about the gameplay. Have fun during that. I mean, I had fun during the gameplay. I think co-op helps a lot. I think if I played it by myself, it'd be pretty boring. But have you seen Dying Light gameplay?
Not, no, not terribly.
Have you seen Dead Island?
Yes.
Because it's basic. It's made from those people, and it's basically the same thing except you can parkour now, but you still kill zombies and run around with melee weapons. So it's okay. I mean, at this point, I'm so zombied out. We have so many zombie games. Zombie games were really popular around 2008, and that's when it really started. So after 10 years, it's starting to just kind of get a little, weh.
I think we should make our own version of zombies. Instead of zombies,
Gosh, I'm okay.
they're called bamboozles.
Bamboozles. Wait, what? Why would a zombie called be bamboozled?
I don't know. Where's the word zombie? What is the etymology of the word zombie? Where did we start using that? Maybe we should just reverse engineer it until we come up with a new word for zombies that sounds original but also retains familiar concepts that make people say, "Oh, hey, this is a spin of the zombie genre in a new and exciting way that makes me invested."
Just, I don't know about that. Zombies need to just kind of move over for a while.
They need to
Let that
drop
genre die
dead.
out and come back as a zombie. Oh, that was weird. I don't know what that was.
We need to have more werewolf games, is what I say.
Werewolf games. I don't think you can make a game specifically about werewolves.
There is this game called Operation Nightfall
Yeah.
and you it took place during World War II, and you had the power to become a werewolf, and the main goal of that game was to assassinate Adolf Hitler.
As a werewolf?
I mean, you could do it either as a soldier or as a werewolf. You just had to do it.
Huh. That is a curious idea.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I guess it's unique at least.
Wasn't I didn't American Werewolf in London also have a like an NES game or something?
An NES game?
I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering.
I feel like probably not. But I don't know. I don't think I've never seen the movie. I think I tried to watch it once because I had a really good werewolf transformation or something.
I mean, it's okay. I've seen better.
We'll talk about horror movies next month when we actually do a horror.
Yeah, we still got to see. What was that film that came out that was based on a game? Oh wait, no wait.
Slender Man.
Oh yeah, I don't. No, I don't really.
Is it
want
still
to
in
see.
theaters?
No, it's not. Probably not.
Darn it! I was gonna say we should go see it while we're while I'm visiting.
I don't think I want to pay money to go see
Dang it.
that.
Are you saying you don't want to see the greatest movie ever made?
It sounds just bad. It doesn't even sound fun to watch.
Yeah, probably not. We need to watch
I
a
feel
video
like
game movie and just make fun of it.
Yeah, I feel like we would have more fun if we just like watched a random Marble Hornets ripoff on YouTube and see what they do.
It'd be hard to record though.
No, all you
It'd
gotta
be
do
fun to
is just
record.
all you gotta do is wear headphones, and then you just overlay footage of the video on YouTube, and then bam, we got a reaction series.
Heck yeah!
Drawn to Games React, second channel.
Oh God, we
Oh,
don't need to do that.
I hope not.
Anyways, moving on. The reason I'm playing Dead Space 2 is because I actually also played with a co-op person Dead Space 3 within, what is it, two weeks? And Dead Space 3, not as good as the first two games. In my opinion, Dead Space 2 is my favorite Dead Space game. And then Dead Space 1, and then Dead Space 3 by far. Because in this game, you kind of fight necromorph alien kind of monsters. There's a different variety of enemies and stuff. But in Dead Space 3, they include rolling, people who shoot at you, and cover-based shooting. So it's EA being like, we need to make it more action-oriented, so let's shove that, and then there's microtransactions. It's bad. But the story is okay. It goes along with the Dead Space series. The world's okay, it's not too bad. You go on a kind of snowy planet, which is a nice, different variety. I guess you may as well change it up after a while and then make everything the exact same.
Isaac, is that his name?
Yes, Isaac Clarke, and you play as I already forgot his name, and we just played it again today. We beat the DLC, which by the way, $10 for DLC. How long do you think a $10 DLC should last?
I don't know.
How many hours?
5 hours.
Yeah, it's lasted an hour.
Um,
And not only that, we played through the exact same level we played through in the main game.
I don't know. I guess I think about like $10 DLC. I think of DLC as like sometimes
You can
pretty
buy a good indie game for $10.
yeah, pretty grindy sometimes, but I don't know. I've never made a game.
To me, $10 for an hour is pretty ridiculous, especially whenever you also go through the exact same level you've already gone through.
I don't know. I think games are underpriced as they are sometimes, just because like they
The
were.
problem is they shove microtransactions and all that kind of stuff at $60 games. I think that's kind of a little ridiculous, and it's just getting worse and worse. I don't know, but I don't really have enough reasoning to like try and go against charging more for games. I'm not sure of the exact reasons, but
If
I think they sell enough to where they don't need to, from what I've heard. But
Yeah,
what do I know?
like I think you and I have very different standards of how games should be like priced.
Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that I'd have to do more research if I was gonna talk about that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's just me though.
Okay, I mean that's fine. That's fine. You just want to exploit people's labor, huh?
Hey, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, Dead Space 3. It also forced co-op into it, and the other character half the time, his name is Carver, is
Des
just pointless. He's just kind of forced into it. It feels like, and it feels like EA forced them to put co-op into it. Just like in this game, they forced multiplayer into it because EA is trying to be as modern as possible. They don't care how they ruin a series.
this is so
They did that same thing with Battlefront 2. And it's just Battlefront 2, the original, is really good. I really enjoy that. You can actually still play it on Steam, which is cool. It's better than the new one, which is just sad.
This is so sad. Siri, play Dead Spacito.
But EA is it's not a very good game company. I mean, what do you think of EA?
What do I think of EA?
Do you have any opinions?
No, I don't have any opinions other than they are the dirty sports ball company who need to get their act together.
They're a mess. They're a mess. that's my EA opinions. They should stop making games and stop killing companies that make good games.
Yeah, stop. Why are you doing this to EA? Why do you hate humanity? Why do you hate
Why
us?
do they hate humanity? Because they do. Because they hate us.
Oh, well,
No video games. As long as they make money.
we have to.
Alright, well,
We have to fight.
that's my
back.
opinion on Dead Space 3.
Oh, that was.
It's a good game. The story's fun. It's got a good horror elements. But overall, it's not as good as the last two games.
Ah, I see.
They should have tried harder.
Did you get to at least stomp on aliens?
I mean, you do, but it's pointless since because in this game, for example, you can hit enemies to get ammo and stuff, but in that game it automatically pops it out, which sucks.
Oh, that was my favorite part of Dead
easy
Space
part.
2. You just stomp on enemies.
What are you talking about?
You
don't
just
know anything about Dead Space.
you just stomp on enemies and then their arms fly off. He just stomps with gravitational force so hard that he like rips limbs apart, and I just found that so fascinating.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that was your favorite part about these games?
I mean, I never played through all of them. I just watched you play through like the first hour of it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
What's your reaction? Where did you watch me play it?
I don't know, sometime. I forgot.
Oh, wow. Must have been a long time ago.
It must have
I don't remember
been.
half the things I do back then. Then again, we only became friends like 2 years into high school or something. But not even 2 years. It was a while.
Is this podcast going to be like a psychoanalysis of our relationship as friends?
No, that's next week.
Oh, gracious. Well, I hope you guys look forward to that one next week.
That's going to be interesting. It's going to be mostly me talking about stuff because you don't even going to want to talk about anything.
I'm just going to eat popcorn and just
basically
eat popcorn and just drink tea that you spill.
What? Why am I spilling tea?
Never mind.
Anyways, we're going to move on to Jonathan's Corner, which is going to be pre-recorded, I guess.
Yes, it will be pre-recorded. There's going to be
that up.
a lot more editing in this episode. Sorry, Jordan.
Well, not really. I mean, it's just going to put it in.
Just put it right in there.
We're going to pop it in now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Jonathan's Corner. It's the first pre-recorded one, recorded after the show, in fact. And it's also the first time I'm showing a speed paint on an actual episode, instead of like a update video that didn't end up turning out to be very accurate anyway. Anyways, so I had a lot of trouble, as I said, like in the beginning of the episode, like trying to make this work. I'm working with OBS, and for like hours and hours, like it would always like lag, or like the screen would glitch out, and I didn't know what the problem was. And it's not good to record a podcast in those kinds of conditions. You got to give your audience the best quality that is available to you. I mean, you don't have to. You can really just give whatever you want to your audience, and it doesn't matter, because you are the one creating the content and your audience is only consuming it. So just do whatever. But anyways, I wanted to have like good quality recordings, especially when it's like digital art, because digital art's supposed to look clean and whatever. And then I finally found out like a reasonable way to do it, and so I recorded all of my drawing using OBS. I just had to switch from like screen capture over to monitor display, and that worked just fine. The only problem was that I couldn't see the recording while I was drawing, so I kind of just had to like, I made it so that the window was just fit the canvas, so I always just guesstimated where the camera, or well, what the recording was showing. Since I could only see like a little bit of it, I couldn't move any windows, otherwise then I would have to reset like the recording zone, I suppose, or the capture zone, I guess. Yeah, wow, this is hard. This is like hard when I don't have someone to like bounce back and forth, and I haven't like written a script. Oh god, there's a mosquito in here. Sorry. Yeah, anyways, I'm being eaten alive. Whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, it was hard, but it felt, I like doing drawings for Drawn to Games just because it feels kind of like a challenge. It's like one of those speed paint challenges where you just sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna make a thing in like an hour and a half, and it doesn't like, I can't like continue after that. It just has to be done. Like in episode 2, continuing that Kingdom Hearts drawing was really fun, but I definitely felt like I spent more time on it than I should. And I want to like get better at churning out ideas faster and faster and making more content. I mean, while still retaining like quality. And I think doing these kinds of things is really good for that. As you can see, like I couldn't like, I wrote some snarky things like in the margins, but you can't even see them because like I didn't position the capture zone to show that whenever I was doing it. Yeah, I spent a lot of time like doing the line art on this picture because the line art, I hate doing line art. It's really annoying to me because I have a really sketchy style, I suppose. And whenever I was doing this like basic illustration style where you just like flat everything and then you just mask them so that mask the shape so that it doesn't leak out into the background. I always had to like close up my lines, and you know, there's no shame in that. I usually do like a painterly style, so I don't have to do line art, but I don't know, line art is a little bit quicker to me, like when you're coloring. When I'm coloring at least. Alright, so I'm drawing, you must be wondering why I'm drawing like Sonic characters. Well, I didn't really think of like a cohesive thing to draw that really explained the whole episode. I don't know if that's what I was doing before, but that's kind of what I tried to do anyway. I just thought about like Shadow being in Smash, and then I just thought about the other Sonic characters like Sonic and Silver, and I also thought about Minecraft, which I played a lot of Minecraft Mobile when I was a teen, so I think that all of the Sonic crew plays Minecraft, especially Shadow.
And we're back. Hey, that was pretty good, Jonathan.
Oh, thanks.
I love those drawings.
Yeah, I think it turned out really well.
Yeah, it was very nice. Anyways, guys, so that is the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, if you have any, it's time for a call to action time. If you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions for what we should do on the show, make sure to email us at drawn2gamescast@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us at each of our respective Twitter handles. Jordan Simpkins 1 at Twitter, and then also...
It's not my Twitter handle anymore.
Oh, it's not? You changed it to It's Not a Lake?
I did change it. It's Not a Lake.
It's Not a Lake. So
that's right.
Jordan's is at It's Not a Lake on Twitter, and then mine is at Jonathan Howye.
That's right. I wanted to get my full name out of it. That's always kind of weird.
Yeah.
Says the man who also has it.
Yeah. And once again, our intro and outro music is made by Pop Spirit. You can check out more of their music on popspirit.net or on Bandcamp.
That's right. And of course, remember, you always check out our special generic brand website at websitegeneric.com and use the code genericdtg for 10% off.
I thought it was 20% off.
Oh, was it 20%? I don't remember.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They all cost the same
Somerset.
anyway.
Wait, it still costs the same?
Yeah, it'll just cost
The percentage does nothing.
the
I'm sorry.
tax
It
and
just
the
makes you feel good.
shipping and the
No. Our code doesn't do anything. We tried to get a code, but they told us it was 20%, but doesn't actually do anything. But it makes you
oh
feel better.
oh, but that's false advertising, Jordan. We're gonna get arrested for that.
Well, we can only do so much with our generic code.
Should we give a generic goodbye?
Generic goodbye. Goodbye. We'll see you guys next time, episode 5, on our more personal podcast episode. I know Jonathan's looking forward to it.
Yeah, get in touch with your touchy feelies, I guess.
Touchy feelings. Alright, guys. We will see you later.
See you later, guys. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.